MotorWeek is made possible by RockAuto.com.
The 95 Ford Mustang GT is a pretty potent muscle car. But since the days of the first Mustang 30 years ago, folks from Carroll Shelby to your local mechanic have tinkered with Mustangs to get just a little bit of extra power. Well, the latest tinker is a fellow named Kenny Brown, and we couldn't wait to check out his tweaks.
Just like a Winston Cup racer, the tweaks that make Kenny Brown's Mustang so special aren't apparent at first glance. That's because Mr. Brown, a former associate of ace Mustang tuner Steve Saleen, is more interested in go than show. And go it does. Our first taste of Kenny's middle grade 320X package found 0 to 60 capability of only 5.4 seconds. Quarter mile will flash by in 14 seconds at 100 miles per hour. In both cases, a full second faster than Ford's SVT Mustang Cobra. And laps around West Virginia's challenging Summit Point Raceway showed us a Mustang that has regained some of the muscle car driving excitement of old, but without sacrificing the latest chassis' much heralded refinements. How is this done? Very carefully and in precisely managed stages to fit each customer's specific needs and pocketbook. Kenny sees his company, Project Industries, as the American equivalent of high-end European tuners like AMG.
I think what's important to remember is when we do build a car for a customer that we focus on the whole package, and certainly part of that package is the customer himself. What level of performance he needs, what his experience is, and what he expects. And at the end of the day, we put that all together and we've got something that really works.
Building a 320X Mustang starts from the ground up with top-drawer Coney shocks and struts. Kenny also adds stiffer front springs, urethane bushings, and a rear panhard rod. Chassis fixes include Brown's own suspension mounting plates and additional bracing between the upper and lower strut towers and subframes. Supporting our test car are optional 45 Series Bridgestone Expedia tires and 17-inch OZ Monte Carlo wheels. Barely hiding beneath those wheels are the heavy-duty brakes from the current Mustang Cobra. Trick Brembo units are also available. And that's all before we reach the 320 engine, which has been balanced and blueprinted, and then reassembled with Ford SVO's GT40 heads and induction system, larger throttle bodies and headers, a new fuel system, and one of 4 different cams. It's a lot of work, but allows the appropriately named power plant to produce up to 320 horsepower and 340 pound-feet of torque. Power rockets to the rear wheels through a choice of beefed-up 5 or 6-speed manual transmissions and a high-bias Auburn differential with available 355-to-1 gearing. And that's just a taste of what Project Industries can do. And take it from us, it works. Throttle response out of Summit Point's tight corners was like a swift kick in the pants, and the wide, flat power band allowed the 320X to eat up the long front straight like an Italian exotic. Diving deep into corners was easy with the powerful progressive Cobra brakes. The optional carbon fiber pads were noisy but effective. Once in the corners, the stiffer suspension made things a bit choppy over Summit Point's bumps, but the massive increase in grip was more than adequate compensation. Despite all this on-track ability, we still found the Kenny Brown 320X to be surprisingly civilized in day-to-day driving. If Ford built a Mustang like this, the performance car war would be over. But to be fair to Ford, they would also have to charge Kenny Brown's prices, and top-drawer tuning is never cheap. On top of the approximately $21,000 for a 1995 Mustang GT, add another $14,470 for the 320X package. Add further options like the OZ wheels and Bridgestone tires and leather Recaro sports seats, and the price can top $42,000. Whew. But even if you can't swing 40 grand, Kenny Brown and Project Industries offers a full range of packages and bolt-on Mustang parts ranging from mild to wild. All developed by a man with an eye for detail and a passion for performance.